Hey y'all, and okay. Okay, clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Cut. Take 3.
3, 2, 1. Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Make Your Wish podcast. I'm Erica, and I'm joined here with my bestie and fellow podcaster, Miss Desiree Cross.
Hey, you guys. I'm so excited. Episode 2, we made it.
We made it.
We almost made it.
Well, we almost exactly. But I mean, after this episode, we only have 19 more episodes to defeat the 21 like negative podcaster challenge or whatever it is.
Exactly. Our best friend, you guys, told us that if we can make it to 21, we'll be competing with like the top podcasters. So like, game on.
Game on. Game on.
So excited for today, you guys. Today is all about like making things happen. Erica, what's the title?
Get your mind right. We're gonna help you get your mind
mind
right.
right. Yes, we are gonna get your mind right today, and I'm super excited with all the little topics that we have, and of course, we're gonna start out with our questions for each other. So let's get into it.
Period.
You went first last time, but I think you should go first again because I'm gonna make mine up.
Well, I'm over here. You can't even see my phone, but I'm over here searching.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, I need
blurred.
a question.
Are you okay? Well, I can
Question.
think of one because I want it to be like kind of on the topic of what we're talking about. Like, get your mind right today, you guys. It's all about like actually bit by bit, like explaining like it out, and then like helping you guys like take your little steps. So, I think a really good fitting question would kind of be like, Erica, on your worst day, like those days where you're like laying in the bed, those days that maybe you're sad about like nothing or like everything. What is it that gets you up? Like, what is it, like somebody, something? Like, what is it that pulls you out of your like blah?
That is such a great question.
was like,
I feel like the staple answer that I should have or I should give. Well, I'm going to give. This is definitely a part of it, but it's not the whole thing. But I feel like my faith in God, I'm like, okay, God, this is a brand new day that you've given me. Like, let me not be ungrateful for this day.
Yeah.
Like, this is on a good bad day where I can still pull myself out. You know, I'm framing myself. I'm doing my affirmations. I'm like, get up. It's a brand new day. We have to be productive. We have things to do. Okay, like it's gonna be okay. Just get up and push through it.
Right.
But on that day where I'm just like, life is
Don't
defeating
care.
me, nobody even look at me. Like, I can't. Honestly, okay, so one of the things that I do when I feel really, really down is I look back at a lot of my work. So, even if like something in life has gotten me down, like maybe it's a friend or someone like that made me feel like crap or like I'm just upset, I'll still go back and like boost myself up by my past work, etc. So like I'll go look at my Instagram and be like, dang, I really made 898 posts consistently. Like, even if some of them only got five likes, like, you know, like, that's just one of the things that, you know, keeps me going, or look at videos I've made, just etc. And just remind myself, like, or another thing that I do is I go to TikTok too, like, and I look at my TikTok feed and I'm like, wow, like, you know, you're happy, like you have happy moments, you have a great life, like, shut up. Okay.
That's
Like,
a good
it's gonna be
one.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that
Yeah,
is a good one.
because it just shows you in moments where you had so much life, where you weren't
Yeah.
down, and it's like a constant reminder of like, okay, you're not actually like, you're not down. You're like, you're just having a moment. And it's okay to have those moments too. So I let myself have my moment, whether it be a tantrum or
Yeah.
whether I'm just silent and can't talk. Because sometimes, like, if something really bothers me, I just go mute. Like, it's hard for me to bring words out. So
I know you.
yes, I just will just be quiet. It's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. But yeah, that is pretty much my answer.
I love that. Seriously, because it's deep because like I don't know, I just feel like it is really hard to get out of those moments sometimes, and they're so real. Like they're so real. And that really does help. Like you get to see like a lot of people, you know, I mean it's not as extreme, but you know, people who like decide to take their lives and things like that. Like they don't really see tomorrow. They don't see the joy that comes in the morning, you know? So it's like if they could just go back and be like, you know, you've been sad before and then you've woken up and the day whole day has changed. You know, you've had beautiful moments. You've had, all these pictures. Like, that is a good reminder to be like, look at your memories, look at your moments. So
Okay.
that's good. That's good stuff.
Okay. Nice, nice. I'm gonna keep my question along the get your mind right aspect as
Okay.
well. So Desiree, what do you do in those moments where you feel like completely overwhelmed, like you're underwater, you're barely breathing, like you are gasping for
Mhm.
air, girl, and you are like,
Mhm.
I can't do this.
Dang.
That was a deep description.
Yeah, like that was like really deep. I'm like,
That was a lot of imagery.
yeah, it was. I'm like thinking like of myself gasping for air. No, I'm joking.
Right.
Um, no, I can relate to those moments too. I think I'll say I want to have a real answer for you guys. So, I mean, there's definitely times where I'm just like completely like drowning in work
Mhm.
or in responsibility or in pressures and things like that. So, I mean, to be honest, like the old school, like I'll definitely like lay down in my room or in my office and I'll pray.
Okay.
Like, or if I have no words, like there's really moments that like I have no words and I'll cry.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, that's a good one.
if I don't have tears, I'll just like lay there and close my eyes and just like think like, God, you already know, like just take me out of this.
Yes.
Um, but there's times where those things aren't, there's just times where those aren't always effective. Like, you still just stand up and you're like, I'm still low. Like, there's always those times. But I mean, honestly, like you, like I think about my motivations. Like I think about there's joy that comes in the morning. Like,
Mhm.
for me, my son is a crazy motivation. My family is a crazy motivation. Like I'm getting us out the hood. Like,
Period.
so it's all on my back. And I feel like that's like a cancer mentality, probably. Shout out to my cancers.
Oh my
But
god.
shout out to my cancers. No, but really, I just feel like, yeah, I look to my people, the people who motivate me, and definitely God. Like, I really do just be like, God, I know you gave me this moment. I know you gave me this
Yes.
life. Like, and that like viral thing. It's not viral. I always say that, but I feel like it's been going around on Instagram that I've seen, and um, it's like I'm not going to be mad about where I'm at because I prayed for this or something like that. Like,
Period.
yeah,
Yes.
like you said, like look
Mhm.
back at your memories, like remember those things that like you craved, and
You
it's
crave.
like stand up, Desiree, stand up.
Yes. No,
So
literally.
yeah,
I
those
absolutely
comments
love
similar.
that. I love your response 100%. And it just made me think another thing that I do is I literally tell myself, I'm like, Erica, has God ever left you? Has
Yes,
he ever left you? And
never
I
ever.
mean, my answer is always no. And I'm like, okay, he's not going to
Hmm.
leave you right now. So you're going to be
Right.
okay. Like you're going to be okay. You've never been
Hmm.
down at zero. You've never been down
Hmm.
so bad, and if you have, you've gotten back up, like you said.
Right.
So constant reminders that you're going to be okay. Like just get
Period.
up, cleanse your mind, maybe freshen up your routine, all of that
Hmm.
jazz, which we're going to actually get into.
Yeah, I'm
So,
excited.
I
I'm
mean,
excited. On
so
that note, though, I will
okay.
say it just came to my head, and not to make this like a super spiritual podcast, but like we
Yes,
are
we're
spiritual,
very
so like
spiritual.
just so
Sorry,
you
sorry.
know. But yeah, like there's so many moments where I feel like like you get to this place and it's like I don't know, like it's so overwhelming. But for me, I've had constant experiences where like he meets us with so much like love and
Mm,
like and I don't know, sometimes like I feel like we're really hard on ourselves, like
that's
constantly.
so
We
true.
are always like, you just made that decision. You keep making that decision. Doing these things and like he's gonna be so mad at you or he's gonna hate you. Like,
No.
he's not gonna bring you back in. Like, we really are our worst enemy. But
Mhm.
like God, like he is not mad at you. Like he does not love you. And when you have that relationship, it's like he'll meet you with so much love. Like I have so many different experiences where I'm like, oh, I know he's mad at me, like just thinking in my head, like beating my own self up. But then like something will
Mhm.
happen and I'm like, you love me. Like
Right?
you really love me.
Mhm.
But yeah, that just goes to say, like, just never, never ever ever think that he's like mad at you because he
Mhm.
knows your story. He already knows like yesterday what you were gonna do like next
Right.
year. So
Exactly.
just breathe and trust your journey in him. Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Applause.
And that concludes this podcast.
Oh
You guys
gosh,
have a
yeah.
great rest of your day. But no, that is
Wait, let me see your nails because we're like
oh,
almost 20.
I'm assuming. Sorry, I
You have
missed
the
it.
diamonds? I have little
Yeah, I have
diamonds
like
on
little
mine.
diamonds. Yeah. My nails are old though. I've had these for 3 weeks now. They're not
Oh,
pretty.
it's fine. Well,
But
whatever.
yeah,
We did not plan this, guys.
we didn't. We're just on the same like wavelength and it's crazy.
Always. Okay, let's get
But
into it. Get your
anyways,
mind
anyways,
right.
anyways, anyways, anyways. Okay, so today's topic is centered around getting your mind right. So we're gonna give you guys some tips, some tricks to really just help you guys like bounce back every single time you become overstimulated. Because let's be
Yeah.
honest, like living in this world where there's just so much going on all the time, it's so
Mm-hmm.
easy, like literally so easy to become overstimulated. I can speak for myself and my experiences, like just having so much going on all at once and trying to,
Yeah.
maintain relationships with friends, family,
Mm-hmm.
romantic relationships,
Mm-hmm.
networking. Like there's so
Mm.
much going on all the time. And especially when you are a business owner, you're
Yes.
constantly thinking like, okay, what can I do better? Is this going? Is that going? Did I get this posted? Is this, like, or is this person okay that's helping me with this? It's just never ending
Never ending.
chaos. But today we're going to give you guys some tips to help cleanse your mind, to give you that
Mhm.
nice reset, that nice boost that you need. And you can do this anytime. So this is
Anytime.
all up to you. But the first thing that we're going to jump into is basically giving yourself a mental cleanse. So a mental cleanse, for those of you that don't know, it looks different for everyone. There's so
Yeah.
many different tools, so many different resources. There's so many
Mhm.
different things that you can do to cleanse your mind. And I suggest, getting personal with yourself and just learning which method works for you. But for me, well, I'll go over the first one that we have listed, but
Yeah.
for me, having a healthy social media break, it's
Mm.
always healthy because it's like I always tell myself the internet will always be there. You will not always be here. Your mental health will not always be here. So it's very important that you prioritize yourself and you take a break from social media because that is one of the
Yeah.
number one things that can overstimulate your mind. And I'm not even
Mm.
talking about like low self-esteem or there's just so much going on. It's just literally your brain is taking in thousands and thousands of
Yes.
messages at once. I
Yeah.
always think about TikTok. Like you can scroll on TikTok and within 1 minute you can have watched like legit like
Oh
15
my
to 20
gosh.
videos. Like within 1 minute. Like that is so much going on to your
Insane.
brain. So I
Mhm.
think it's very, very healthy. Like those TikTok videos after you're scrolling 20 minutes and like,
Yeah.
oh, I think it's time for you to take a break. Like
Yeah.
if they're
You
telling
find
you to take
yourself
a
lost
break,
in the sauce.
exactly. And if they're telling you
Yeah.
to take a break, I think it's really time for you to take a break. Okay. So
Mhm.
I think, I mean, even if it's just like dedicating, an hour a day of no social media, no cell phone,
Yes.
just to help give your brain a break. Or, I mean, if you do need to take a month off or 3 months off, just to really get,
Mhm.
just to realign yourself with yourself and to clear your mind, clear your judgment.
Mhm.
Like I said, so many messages going on there, and it's not healthy to just scroll
Yeah.
for endlessly for hours. So that was my first suggestion is a social media break for sure.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, I can piggyback off of that too. Like, I mean, and in that, like Erica had said, like, know yourself or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And like, that's really super important. You have to, like, I think for me, you just have to not prioritize like those things and those
Mm-hmm.
feelings and those thoughts. Like, that's what I had to do. Is really just like take myself out of the social media world and be like, listen, like we all know that everyone only shows their best self on social media.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
we all know that. Like no one's ever going to be like, this is the worst day that I've had and show like,
Right.
every worst day. Like let's be real. So I think for me, like I really had to just dive in and be like, Desiree, you only show your best moments. So it's just like, understand that no one on there is going to should control your life, should control your
Exactly.
thoughts, should control your emotions. And, it's really hard, but people do, unfortunately. Like it really does happen. And, you just have to make sure that within yourself, you take the time that you need to disassociate yourself with your social media and disassociate it with your feelings, so that you're not, even when you're getting on there, you're not like letting it make you sad, or, because those things are natural. Like, you're looking at stories and you're like, wow, they have such cool life. Like,
No, it's
they're here, they're there, or they're everywhere. Like, and that's hard. It's natural, but just make sure that you're disassociating that emotion from yourself, because you don't have to, keep up to those standards. Like, you have to set your own standard for yourself. And that's what I think we all need to dive into. Like, your own standard is all that you need to compete with. Like, we're our own competitor. And that's what people need to really like feel and like wholeheartedly believe, because once you wholeheartedly believe it, that's when your life changes.
1000%. And just to piggyback off of what you said, people definitely aren't showing their entire lives at all.
No.
And even if they wanted to, people get ridiculed for crying. They're like, "Oh, you
Mhm.
you were crying on live. There must
Yeah.
not have been anything really wrong with you." So it's just like
Mhm.
it's a world where only your picture perfect self can exist,
Yeah.
and that's just it is what it is, which is
Yeah.
crazy. So moving on from that, Desiree,
Mhm.
my next suggestion is basically less phone time. And what I mean by less phone time is just like less screen time. People have so much
Mm.
access to you, like it's
Mhm.
absolutely insane. At any moment they can text you, they can call you, like it's just another form of just overstimulated brain.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
just another form of chaos. So what I suggest is if you have like an iPhone, they have the different time blocks. Like they have work, they have do not disturb, they have personal, they even have fitness. Like there's so many
Mhm.
different ways that you can silence notifications. And honestly, by silencing notifications, you don't understand like how much like less burden you feel. Like I
Mhm.
know for me,
Oh my
whenever I
gosh.
have my Gmail notifications on a weekend and someone's doing work and emailing me a notification for like a work meeting on the weekend, I'm like, or next week, I get pissed off. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
the weekend. I don't want to see
Right.
next week's work. Okay. Like, and it disturbs my peace. It really does. So for me, learning how to just silence my notifications on
Mhm.
my phone, and then also just limiting my screen time. You can literally see your screen time too in your settings.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see where your
So no
attention is
excuses.
going. Yeah, but all that because I mean, I just think less phone times equals more you time, more real world time,
Yes.
more actual relationship building time, not only with others, but yourself. Like you need time to just
Mhm.
sit with yourself every single
Mhm.
day. You do.
You do. You do.
Because if not, your brain is going to be overstimulated and you're not even going to have the mental clarity to like deal with yourself.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, less screen time is very important.
Yeah, I love that note too, because I mean, it's so important. Like, obviously, phones are like our entire world right now,
Yeah.
and it's so hard, but you have to like take that time, like, to get back to you. Like, take that
Mhm.
time to like force yourself to say no, 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 no. Like, it's okay to miss phone calls. It's okay to miss text
Exactly.
messages. Like,
Period.
getting used to like not responding so quickly to people, like,
Mhm.
that's a good thing to do. Like, you don't have to be ready. And I mean, of course, sometimes we're on our phone, so we just get right back to whatever, whoever, and whatever. But
Hmm.
seriously, like, that was a huge thing for me as an entrepreneur, as someone who owned my own business, who has clients, that rely on me. Take your lunches and take your weekends.
Yes.
Like, take them. Like, it was such a groundbreaking breaking moment for me to actually like fall into that, because I'm like, no, like, I have to be available all the time. Like,
Mhm.
and you want to be that for your clients for sure, but you're only one person. You have your own life. I have a kid. I have, all of these other things. Like, you have to make sure your house is clean. You have to make sure like you're good.
Yeah.
So I think, that in itself is just really powerful. Like, you've got to take your time for you and not just over, like, of course, when we're younger, we're going to like grind and like do all that we need to do. But once you get to a place where you know that you're doing too much, get off that phone and go do what you got to do, because your
Period.
priorities need to be straight.
Exactly. You're scrolling on Facebook and your kid, you haven't even seen them all day.
Thank
So, like,
you.
come on, like, they wanna see you too, they wanna be a part,
Right.
like, you
You're
know?
scrolling on Facebook and you know your fridge or your dishes need to get done.
No, literally.
Like, your fridge needs cleaned out and your dishes need to get done.
Or
Which,
you're
I mean, it's fine to be lazy some days,
yeah.
but get up and get to it.
Wait, what's that Sarah Jakes message? It's like, "Girl, get up.
Girl, get up.
Get
Oh my
up."
gosh.
Yes,
Highly
you have to
recommend
get
you
up.
guys. Shout out Sarah Jake. She's like changed our lives.
Change.
But seriously, go listen to that because that one's crazy good.
And after you get done listening to that, the next suggestion is to make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Like
Yeah.
beauty rest is not just a term, it's a real thing.
Mhm.
Sleep is so, so important. And I know we have the like saying like sleep later, party
You
now.
can sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, you can sleep. There we go. Thank you. Because I was talking about sleep now, party now, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, you can sleep when you're dead, etc.
Yeah.
But no, sleep is a vital component to letting your mind like actually rest, and
Yeah.
also to giving you mental clarity, helping you boost your productivity, giving you energy to actually last throughout the day, and
Yeah.
all of that good jazz. So if you're not getting enough sleep, which honestly, that's one of the things that I struggle with is getting enough
Yeah.
sleep.
Same.
But I mean, I understand that sleep's very, very important, and having enough sleep will really, really change the trajectory of your life. They
For
say the
sure.
most successful people go to sleep early and
Mhm.
wake up early. And
Mhm.
so it's like, come on. I'm
Yeah, I saw
trying.
that.
I'm gonna get there eventually, but that's
Right.
the next suggestion. I'm working on myself too.
Yeah, we're working with you guys. Like these are definitely things that like have been proven to help though. Like sleep is everything. Like your brain can't even function properly if you don't have enough sleep. Like you
Literally.
really cannot even reach the potential that you have if you're like
Mhm.
tired and exhausted, like your brain's exhausted. Like sleep just connects to every single thing in life. Like
Period.
literally, like how you move through the day, your crankiness, like, like your appetite, like all the different things connect to your exhaustion or in exhaustion. So make sure that
Literally.
you're prioritizing you and making sure that you get your 8 hours.
8 hours. And not only do you need your 8 hours, you also need to make sure that you're constantly moving your body enough during the day. And I know it's
Mm-hmm.
very hard for some of us that work from home, speaking of me, but
Mm-hmm.
every single day you need to prioritize actually getting outside, maybe going on a hot girl walk or going to the gym if you do like to go to the gym, or maybe, doing an at-home workout, something, just
Yeah.
moving your body is just so important to one, releasing stress, two, just it just makes you feel like amazing. Like I know when I
Mm-hmm.
work out and I'm consistent working out or just walking or whatever, like I just
Yeah.
feel like I'm glowing from the inside out, and it just feels
Yes.
so amazing. So
Yeah.
definitely making sure that you move your body every single day is not only a great way for you to just take a break from the world, but also
Mm-hmm.
just to have silence while you walk or while you run on a treadmill, just to like
Mm-hmm.
take a break away from society and just really focus on yourself. So I think it's
Mm-hmm.
just a great way to isolate and like disconnect to reconnect. Okay.
Yeah. And it's freeing, y'all. Like it
It's
really
free.
is. It
Mhm.
is so freeing to just like go and breathe like the fresh air that is outside or just like keep your body loose. Like you'll
Yeah.
live longer, you'll be
Hmm.
happier. Like endorphins, come when you move your body. Like all of those, is that the right word? Endorphins?
Yeah, it's your endorphins. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, like dopamine comes when you move
Yes.
your body.
Hmm.
So those are the things that like keep you excited, keep you happy, like keep you light
Yep.
and fluffy.
Hmm.
So yeah, moving your body is an absolute 10 out of 10. And this is coming from two people who literally like we did the things. Like we went to a job, but then we decided like that's not the thing. So we actually like sit at home all day, every day. Like we're free to do what we want, but like, we have these clients, we have to get these things done. So it's like we live this. Like we understand
Yes,
how
literally.
hard it is, especially if you work from home. Like I know a lot of people do that now. So it's like take your lunch and go on a walk, like get out, like leave your phone. That's what I've had to do
Yes.
sometimes
Oh,
because
I love that.
I'll even, yeah, like answer calls like when I go to take a 10-minute break, like just like any job, take a 10-minute, take a 15-minute and go and breathe. Like think about
Mhm.
stuff. And it's crazy because I actually saw something about like the radio, like when people drive and they like don't listen to the radio or don't listen to music, like like more ideas come to them. And like
Wow.
I promise you, like I think it works, because
Okay.
when I go and leave my phone in the house when I like walk, I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh my God, I come back like to my notes having like all these different things that I'm like, oh, I need to do, or, I forgot about, or, ideas. Like it's all
Yeah.
these different things. So it's
Okay.
freeing. It really
That's a
is.
really good suggestion. I've never thought about that before, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I'm excited. I'm gonna try it
Both
next
of
week, period.
them. Yeah, try it, try it, try it.
But I always say, well, actually, this goes back up. We're very spiritual, but
Mhm.
I watched a sermon the other week, and it was just talking about patterns in your life, and it
Yeah.
was Mike Todd from Transformation Church.
Ooh, I
So
like
not
it.
stealing. I'm just
Yeah.
letting you guys know. But
Dropping that.
he said something that was very, very profound to me. He
Mhm.
basically said, once you notice the patterns that are in your life, so the unhealthy habits, um, just
Mm.
the dysfunctional routines that you have. Once you find those, it's always so good to recognize the pattern, take the pattern, and by you taking the pattern, that's obviously you acknowledging the pattern for what it is.
Mhm.
That's you saying, okay, this is unproductive. This is not serving me. And
Yeah.
once you recognize that, you're going to actually break the pattern. So you breaking the pattern is basically you coming up with, alternatives. So instead of me, for example, instead
Ooh.
of me actually like going to sleep and waking up and just scrolling on social media, as soon as I open my eyes, I'm breaking that pattern
Mm.
by honestly not even touching my phone. The first
Mhm.
thing that my my feet hit the ground and I'm like
Mhm.
walking, I'm cleaning or something, just
Mm.
to break that negative pattern that's no longer serving me.
Yeah.
And then after you break that pattern and you're like, okay, I have this new pattern established, you're going to just make the pattern. You're going to make it yours. You're going to, romanticize it. You're going to be like, ooh, acknowledging that you didn't wake up and open up your phone and look at your phone immediately,
Mm.
etc. So take the pattern, break the pattern, and make the pattern. It's all up to you. Like if your
Yeah.
life isn't where you want it to be, guess what?
Mhm.
You can change it. It's the small
Right.
daily habits, it's the small daily tasks that you do every single day that reinforces the outcomes of your life right now.
Yeah.
So literally it's in
Mhm.
your hands. Take it, make it. Well, no, take it, break it, make it. There we
Ooh,
go.
I love that. I'm gonna
Yes,
have
it
to
was
watch
so
that.
good. I'm gonna send it to
Yeah.
you. It was so good.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. I have a real life example too of what I've
Hmm.
done.
Okay.
In that, I love that. I've not heard that, and I'm definitely going to just like go dive deeper into it. But um, there's, I guess, something that I recognized in myself, and that was what you said. Like, I wake up and I grab my phone and I like immediately jump on like, the messages or calls
Mhm.
that I've missed, and then I jump on Instagram. And for me, it was like frustrating because I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do the same pattern. I just got really frustrated. So, what I
Yeah.
started doing when I think, in the spiritual, I think of the number seven. So,
Mhm.
the number seven came to my head, and I actually shared this with my family also to like try to maybe see, because I know everybody does it really,
Yeah.
to see if they might, be interested. But what I started to do was I started to wake up and look at my phone and look at the time immediately and say, and in my head I'm like, okay, 7 minutes, you have to pray. So
Oh,
I look at my phone and I see it and I'm like, okay, for 7 minutes you have to pray. And of course you're like in your slumber, like you're sleepy.
right.
So yeah, I'm still in that slumber in my sleepy, but I immediately like go into, and this is like when I decide to open my eye. This is like the moment where I decide to open my eyes, and I would pick up my phone to like open it and go through stuff. But instead, I open my eyes, check the time, and then go back to God, because in the Bible, I know it says something about like, I don't know the exact scripture right now, but it's like, seek me in the morning. So that's
Oh,
good.
because
Maybe
at
we'll
night,
drop that
maybe
at the
too late.
bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've just started to I tried to implement that, and so yeah, I check out the seven, and then I go back into prayer in my head, and I'm sleepy, but I'm just like, God, thank you for this morning, thank you for
Mhm.
this another day you have made, like, and I don't say it out loud, I'm just in my head. It's not like a super serious session, I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, for 7 minutes, I'm going to dedicate my first seven to Him, and then I
Yes.
feel better about jumping into my phone or jumping into all the things. And at that moment, I also feel like, okay, like,
I'm
I don't
ready
know.
for
It's
the
just a good
day.
feeling. So I guess that connects to like what you were saying. Like, I recognize something and I'm trying to like break the habit of doing it
Mhm.
so like harshly. I guess
Yes.
so. Yeah. Yeah.
No, 100%. I don't know. I can think of just 1,000 things that I do on a daily basis that I probably that aren't the most productive or that just aren't serving me. So it's
Yeah.
like noticing. The first step is just noticing. So
Yeah.
now that the patterns are all noticed, it's like, okay, I'm gonna get each of you one by one. But
Yeah, like,
that's
what
so
can I
good.
do to, like, knock you out? That's
Yes.
good.
No, but seriously.
That's good.
But we'll move on now. So now that
Mhm.
you had your mental cleanse and you're like, okay, I recognize that I can get overstimulated from being on social media too long. And I recognize
Mhm.
that my pattern is that I wake up and the first thing that I do is get on social media, and that's not serving
Yeah.
me. Well, now that you've discovered, what's clogging your brain, how it's
Mhm.
clogging your brain, you're now going to want to just find out what you want for yourself and set goals. um, by having a goal or something that you're working with every single day, you're automatically clearing your brain fog.
Yeah.
Because usually when you don't have a plan, it's like, oh, you're trying to remember everything that you have to do and this, that, and the other. But when you
Mhm.
actually wake up each day and you have a goal in mind, or you know what you're working towards for life,
Mhm.
everything
It
changes.
changes, yeah.
Everything changes. So during this section, we're gonna just go over some methods for setting your new goals and achieving them. So Miss
Mhm.
Desiree, what do you do, when it comes to setting new goals and just
Kinda
what's
trying
the
to get
word?
there.
What's the word when it's called, oh, renovating? It's not renovating your life. It's
Well, that connects though, but,
yeah,
like, I guess, I don't know, just changing the trajectory of your life
yeah,
or
changing the
of your
trajectory.
days even.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll start out with a shout out to journals because I told you guys last time, like, that really changed the trajectory of a lot, for me, like, actually spelling things out and getting organized. Organization is everything.
Everything.
Everything. And it's like you can live this life and know these things that you want to do, but it's like if you don't, I mean, it's not everyone has to write them down, but
Right.
if you don't get it on paper, for me,
What
I'm
did
like,
you
what am
do?
I doing? So yeah, the my journal, which you can find on Amazon, was everything to me. They can't really see that, but
Oh,
it's
I'm
fine.
just turning my blur off.
Oh yeah. Now they can see it a little bit though. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so seriously, like it just helps you like and what I love about the journal is just that you can literally like type out like your every hour. And for me, I
Mhm.
like to just like write out what needs to be done by that hour because for me that's what helps me execute, which we talked about the
Period.
last episode, but that's
Mhm.
really what helps me in execution because I'm like, okay, this hour I need to have finished emailing this person, or need to have finished this marketing deck or this
Mhm.
graphic or whatever it may be. So yeah, I think my journal and actually writing out and getting my life organized has been one of my keys to
Yes.
success.
I love that, and I'm the biggest fan of the dead journals. I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say I may not be the creator of it, but
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
no, seriously, I learned, and it actually came from one of my previous employers. But she told
Mhm.
me, she was like, every single day you need to write down everything that you need to get done, because if you don't, then you have no way of tracking what you actually got done. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And at the time I thought it was annoying. I was like, you're trying to micromanage me, until
Yeah.
it became like crucial to me. And I recognized,
Yeah.
okay, I'm actually getting a lot more done now that I have a
Because you can check it off. It's like aimless
exactly,
when you don't.
exactly. And there's so much satisfaction in crossing something off your to-do
Yeah.
list. I swear, like there's no better feeling.
No better feeling.
But
Yeah.
another aspect, if we're thinking like large
Mhm.
goal setting, for your apps, for your life, or maybe even your short-term or long-term goals, vision boards. Vision boards are
Ooh.
huge, and you can do them in a multitude of ways. Some
Mhm.
people like to make physical vision boards where they use magazines, etc. And some people like to do digital ones, whatever works
Mhm.
for you. But really nitpicking and actually getting everything that you want, everything that you
Mhm.
desire out on
Mhm.
out and playing in front of you, and having it as a
Yeah.
constant reminder every single day is so important. And
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know, it drives you to want to actually achieve everything that you have on those on the board as well. Have you ever made a
Yeah.
vision board?
Yes, we made one together. Well,
I
we
know,
just
I was
made
trying to
one.
like
I know you're trying to be like, podcasty. I love it. No, but yeah, me and you recently made one together for New
Mm,
Year's.
yes.
This past New Year's, which is crazy because that feels like it was not long ago, but we're
No,
about to have to
I
make
know.
another one.
I know, that's absolutely insane. Insane.
I'm like, yeah, we just made one, but no, it was like forever ago. That's funny. No, yeah, I definitely have. And then physically, my mom and sisters and I made one recently, and which was probably like 4 months ago. Recently is for us, but
Oh,
yeah, I think they're so crucial. And maybe if just you're just like a visual person. I'm more of a visual person. I feel like you're
okay.
digital. Like I feel like that
I'm
was
a
good.
visual person
Are
too.
you okay? Okay,
That's why
okay.
I have the heart, the journals. That's not digital.
Yeah, it's
But
not.
I'm the same way, so I get you.
Yeah, I like doing the whole cutout thing and like paste and like, it just makes me
Yeah.
feel like I'm doing something. I never keep my vision boards though, but I did like the digital one that me and you did because it was like I got to print it out and like put it up in
Uh-huh.
my office and it's still up there from the beginning
Yeah.
of the year. So, yeah, we actually need to get back and see like what have we done this year with
I
that.
know, right? It's
Yeah,
going to be pretty exciting. But no, I literally have my vision board that we made last year. It's my screensaver
wow.
on my laptop right now. So, yeah, it's
Wow.
been there all year. Like every single day I wake up and I see the vision board. Like,
Oh, I love
so
that.
we should definitely do a revisit very soon.
We'll do that. We'll do that for
But yeah.
sure.
But outside of vision boards, I also find journaling very helpful as well. I know Desiree talked about,
Mm.
actually like prioritizing your
Mhm.
days, etc. But journaling, oh my gosh, like it's a holy grail. It's the ultimate mind dump, mind
Oh
cleanse.
my gosh,
Like
yes.
some days I have like I feel like I have nothing to write about, and then I just start writing, and next thing you know, it's 15 minutes later, and I'm just like, whoa, I didn't even know I was feeling like that. Like that
Yeah.
was such a relief. And it felt
Yeah.
good that I didn't have to like actually tell my business to anyone
Yeah.
else, but it was just there in my journal. And
Yeah.
along with just like personal journaling, there's also so many journal prompts and stuff available to you
Mm.
to help you really decide what you want for your life.
Mhm.
And lastly, we're going to go into getting inspired. Um,
Mhm.
very good to get inspired each day, and what inspires me
Mhm.
may not inspire you, but personally I love YouTube. I feel like YouTube inspires me. I
Yeah.
see people living the lifestyles that I would like to live, and I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get that one day, or okay, I'm gonna get my business to where your business is one day. So
Right.
that is something that works for me.
Mhm.
What gets you inspired?
Oh, that's tough. Honestly, I think being out here,
Uh-huh.
like I
Okay.
think the traveling and things like that, that really gets me
Uh-huh.
inspired. Like,
Yes.
being different places, seeing different things, seeing people do different things in the physical. Like I said, I'm like a super physical person. Like Instagram, I just know how like people can play because I've played, like
Yes.
not played, but I know it may look like one thing and completely not to be that. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
but for me, I definitely say like I'm out in Atlanta right now, you guys, and it's just like so beautiful. Like going out and like,
Mm.
getting to see new things and getting to like experience new things and like experience new people and like places and like all these different moments I feel like is just so cool to see. But yeah, seeing people live like the life like you said that you want and you desire and like get you inspired, those things just get me going. Like I'm like, oh yeah, like don't worry girl, like I'm proud of you sis, but I'm gonna
No,
be
literally.
there.
No,
So
literally. It reminds me of like the people that like house shop on Zillow. And they're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna live here, this, that, and other. But some
yeah,
of my family, they actually like physically they go see like huge mansions that they can't even afford. But I'm like, I
no,
love
and
the energy. Like maybe
yeah,
one day you're gonna get there. Like it's just
yes,
letting yourself know that there's more out there.
yeah,
There's better days, there's better
yeah.
lifestyles than the one that you maybe have right now.
Yeah.
But
Know your
yeah.
worth. Know your worth too. Like that, like knowing and seeing those things and like, like really manifest them because when you know your worth and you know that you can touch that, like don't think that you're not good enough to touch whatever you see. Like you are worthy. You can do it. Like, go
Yes,
after it.
period. Period. We
So
love
yeah.
that. Yes. And once you decide to go for it, like really, really go for it. Like understand that it's your vision, it's your goal, and
Yeah.
you have to protect it like it's your baby, you know?
Mhm.
And no matter how you feel about it, you just got to keep going, which
Mhm.
brings us into our next topic.
Give up a little bit too fast, or as soon as it gets hard, that's when we're like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this. And I think some of the best things come right after fear, or right after, those hard moments. That's when you finally get your breakthroughs. But some of us never get to see that because we stop too early.
So Lala, she is everything. Obviously her story has been like crazy. She's gone through, lots of ups and downs and things like that. But I think for us, like this video is super powerful because it's like you're stopping too early. Like
Yes.
don't don't hit rock bottom and then feel like, okay, well, I've hit rock bottom. Like I'm done. Like I'm just going to work a regular job. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to quit what I'm doing. I'm going to get back. No, because that's where God works his magic. Like
Literally.
he wants you to hit rock bottom and then let him work. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, go after all the things that you want to do. Like don't quit right there whenever you feel like you're at your lowest. Like right there is when you can make magic. Like it's just so deep because I feel like you and I have both kind of experienced those things. Like it's not going to all be bliss. It's going to always be up and down. It's not like this. It's always
Mm-hmm.
like boom boom
It's
boom boom
like
boom boom.
this.
Like just get used to it. But
Literally.
trusting in yourself and knowing what's super important is all that matters. Like, don't stop too early.
Yes, and no matter what your consistency looks like, just try your best to stay
Mhm.
consistent. Put your best foot forward every single day,
Yes.
even if you're doing the smallest thing that could
Yes.
aid towards your goal. Just keep doing those small things
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
small things makes big things happen. Okay, like
Right.
that's where the magic happens. Whenever you're just
Mhm.
staying consistent, and God honors consistency more than
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
And on your journey of consistency, like, I mean, I'm going to be completely open and transparent right now with my business. You know, my main selling point for my business is through social media.
Mhm.
So, on one of my larger account, my followers, it just fluctuates. My engagement,
Mhm.
it just fluctuates. And it may be due to the Instagram algorithm, or it could be due to my actual audience maybe not liking my content or whatever.
Mhm.
But sometimes it can be very discouraging to keep
Yeah.
going. But I always make it a mission to myself. And I'm like, listen, I've came way too far now.
Way too far.
Way too far, invested way too much time, energy, so
Yeah.
much, and not only me, but so many people have believed in this vision, and I'm not going to let
Yeah.
them down. So
Mhm.
for that, it's like you have to find your why, and you have to just keep going no matter what.
Mhm.
No matter what.
Insert
Mhm.
Kim K. I didn't come this far just to come this far.
Period. Exactly. Because we didn't. Like, I mean, just
No.
think about all of your hard work that you've done up to this
Yeah.
point for your business. Like, you would be doing yourself a complete
Disservice.
disjustice to just walk
Yeah.
away, to quit. And I
Mhm.
understand pivoting because every time, I mean,
Yeah.
every now and then you do need to pivot, but
Mhm.
pivoting is different than quitting. Like, just
Right.
don't quit. Don't,
Mhm.
don't quit.
Don't
Yeah.
quit.
Don't
And that leads us into our other quote. Babe, you're the CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote accordingly. Like
quit.
that is deep because you are understand your worth, understand where you stand in your journey. This is your journey. This is no one else's journey
Literally your journey.
but yours. And if you allow others to have a hand or a stronger hand in your life,
Your
you're
business.
gonna yeah, like you're gonna just flop because this
Mm-hmm.
is your life. You have to be the CEO. Like you are. Like if people aren't serving you, fire them. If people
They
are
gotta
serving you,
go.
hire them. Like,
Period.
if people are doing better or more, for you than others, promote them. Like that's what it needs to
Mm-hmm.
be. And this isn't just in as an owner. This is just in life in general, like friends, family, like whatever it may be. Like it's okay to fire people and let people out your life because and it doesn't have to be a big thing, but
Mhm.
understand where their place is and leave them in that space, because you're only doing yourself a disservice.
Period. And I could have said it better myself. And that's one of the number one things that you need to do to get your mind right. Cleanse your environment. The toxic people, the
Ooh,
people that just, they're not serving you anymore. It's time to let them go.
it
Like
is.
if your
It's
cup is already
2024.
empty, I know. If your cup is empty and they're still trying to get you to pour, like
Yes.
it's time for you to realize, like, no, I'm
Mhm.
I'm 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 doing better for myself. I want better for myself.
Yeah.
I love you, but no, I can't
Yeah.
do it anymore. My mental health, my mental clarity, my mental health is so much more important,
Mhm.
And yeah, you have to get your mind right by releasing these people because they will
Let
take
them
everything
go.
from you.
It ain't none of cut that. Oh, no, joking.
Dip,
Um,
dip.
but Erica, I have a question. Like,
Yeah.
what is that point? Like, I know my sisters and I kind of discussed that a lot, and you and I even discussed it a little bit too. Like, what is the point to say, like, this isn't serving me anymore? Like, where is it that you feel like, like it should click for someone?
Yeah, I just strongly believe that it's all about trusting the vibes. Like,
Mm,
your body will let you know when you are in danger before
yeah.
anything. Like,
Yeah.
if I say someone's name and your pit of your stomach drops, that's a key indicator
Mm,
that that person is not serving you. They need to
yeah.
go. Like, it's just simple things like that.
Yeah.
I just say trust the vibe. You have to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be in tune with how you feel
Yeah.
about people, the environments that you're in, etc. And
Mm.
if you have a bad feeling of any sort, it's time to go, period.
Trust your gut. Yeah.
They have to go. Yeah.
We're smart, and yeah, we got to just go with it, because at the end of the day, we make too many excuses for these men,
Yes.
these friends,
I
these people
swear.
in our lives, even family
Family.
sometimes. Yeah. We make too many excuses. And
Yeah.
if you want to elevate, you got to be that 1%. You got to be a part of,
Hmm.
this space where you're not letting nothing fly. You can come back and get people. That's okay.
Period.
You can circle
Exactly.
back for them,
Hmm.
but let them go if they're not allowing you to elevate.
Exactly. Or if they got you up late at night wondering, like, your brain going, where you at? What you doing? Like,
Where are you at?
they have to go. Thank you.
Oh my. They
Exit
have to
left.
go.
Exit left. Thank you. Oh, at my church, they have like ushers and they're like, well, this side, please stand and exit.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
and you
that.
got to go.
Gots to
But
go.
anyways,
That's good.
I love that. You have to you said hire, fire, and promote accordingly.
Yes.
That's everything.
That's the key,
Literally
y'all.
everything.
That's the key
That's
right
the
there to
key.
the episode.
That's no, literally, it's the key. But, after you have set all these goals and stuff for yourself, it's now time for you to hold yourself accountable.
Yes.
And how you hold yourself accountable may be different than the ways that me and Desiree hold ourselves accountable, but find out what works for you, what really motivates you, what really drives you, what really
Mhm.
scares
What
you of
really
not
works?
accomplishing, yeah, your
Ooh.
goals. Yeah,
Yeah.
and go for it,
Mhm.
rely on those people. I know for me, Desiree is my accountability partner. If there's something that I
Mhm.
really want to get done,
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell her because I know she's gonna circle back and be like, hey, did you get that done? And
Did
I'm
you?
like,
Yeah.
I always want to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got it done, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it done.
Yeah.
Or mentors are really good as well. That's something I'm actually working on. I
Mm.
really want a really good mentor
Yeah.
that's in an environment or has accomplished things that I want to accomplish so that they
Mhm.
can draw the roadmap for me and we can,
Yeah.
check in on me as I'm
Yeah.
going down the road.
And motivate you even more. Like
Yes.
you be checking stuff off the list, but it's like you always need somebody that's like, wow, elevate. Like you can never stop
Mhm.
going
Mhm.
higher. So
Period. Or in someone that just actually sees you, sees your work, and believes in
yes,
you.
and
That is
believes in it.
finding someone that actually believes in it. That's very,
Yeah.
very key because they have to see the
Mm.
vision like you see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Make sure
just
you
get you
don't
there.
handle or deal with somebody or allow someone in your life that thinks lower of you,
Yes.
doesn't see your vision, or
Mhm.
doesn't see what you see in yourself. Like you have
Mhm.
to, and that's what I love about Erica, because I feel like we can hold each other accountable because we love and respect each other, and we also see each other's vision. Like
Period.
whatever it is that she tells me she wants to do or she wants to get done, I'm like, listen, I see it. Like, let's do it and do it bigger and better. Like, and I'm right here beside you, whatever you need. Like, I think that's what makes a key, like, accountability partner is, truly, truly believing that that person loves and respects you. Respect is huge, but also, believes just the same as you do in everything that you know that you can do. That's
No,
the key.
literally. Also, I 1000% agree with that. But also, just writing down things, as we mentioned before, journals and planners.
Yeah.
Once you physically have something written down, you want to get it done. You want to cross it
Yes.
off. So
That's holding
that's another
yourself
great method.
accountable.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you're holding yourself accountable within that way. And then also, just there's so many different productivity apps. I know there's an app called Habits. It's a really cool app. But anyways, you
Mm.
can set up different habits of things that you want to accomplish every single day, and you're able to digitally check them off every single day. So no matter what your goal is or whatever, you have so many different resources at your hand. You have so many people that will support you. And if you feel like you don't have anyone, you just have to find your people. Like
Yeah, you have to.
you just have to find your people.
Prioritize that. Write it down. Write it
Yeah.
down. Find a
Find
friend.
your people, okay? No, seriously, because your tribe is very important, like, to
Yeah.
your success.
And that's crazy deep, that in itself, because like stepping back and realizing like, wow, I have nobody who motivates me, or I have nobody in my circle who holds me accountable. Like everyone in my circle wants to drink every weekend or smoke all day or, do things that aren't good. Like we can just say that. But like that's crazy deep. So really like step back and like think, do I have people who motivate me? Do I have people that I could go into business with, or like little things? Like do I have people that I can really like look up to and know like if I need to get something done, like they're really going to have my back and make sure I get it done.
Period. It's so important, and that's gonna having those people there is also gonna help you get your mind right, because they're just holding you
Yes.
accountable, and you just really understand that there's nothing that you can't do, with that person by your side. So next, we're just gonna our last just reminder for you is just for you to never forget who you are, and with that is comes who you are, who God has destined you to be, your visions, your plans. I know a lot of times, especially in the business world, you can just work, 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 and you forget the actual vision that you're working on. But like,
Yeah.
no, like always remember who you are, always remember the essence of your brand, or always remember the essence of your building or the essence of the relationship, etc. It's always good to prioritize those things so that you know, you don't lose yourself in this
Yeah, you stay
process.
on brand.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's a tip right there, y'all, from the marketing girlies. Like, stay
Yes,
on brand. Like,
literally.
always be authentically you, because you cannot fake who you are, but you can obviously fake and put on a persona of somebody that you're not. And you cannot keep that consistent. You can't keep that up. Someone that you're not, like trying to brand yourself as someone that isn't even you. You can't keep it up.
You can't.
So
Possible.
be who you are. Like,
Yeah,
stay in your lane. Like, don't forget who you are. Like remind
exactly.
yourself over and over. If you need to write it on your mirror, like I don't like this person. Like I'm not going to go back and see this person. Like this person isn't good to me. Like
Yes.
whatever it is that you battle with or struggle with, like don't forget who you are. Stay on brand.
Period. Do not forget who you are. And once you have all these goals and stuff set for yourself, it's okay to go hard at it. It is okay. But understand too that burnout does exist. So don't be afraid to, take it slow every now and then, just
Yeah.
to make sure that you're giving your brain a break,
Yeah.
that you're giving yourself time to bounce back every single time you accomplish maybe a big project or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, just know that you can do anything, absolutely anything.
Absolutely anything. And balance and consistency are key. Like we like to wrap this in a little baby nutshell and put a bow in it.
Yeah.
Balance and consistency. Like be consistent in what you want, know what you want and go after it, but be balanced. It's okay. We
Yes.
understand both sides. We've told you about our experiences. Like just keep yourself balanced. Go out on walks, breathe your air,
Yes.
do what you have to do to stay focused, but keep your consistency going.
Period. Well, now we're at the most important or most fun part of the podcast. Whenever we get to make our wish, set our intentions for the week to come, to the months to come. We're entering a new year. So I want you guys to really dive deep and think about what you want to come into fruition for yourself. And make your wish. So we're going to close our eyes and we're going to make our wish, and we'll be back in a few seconds.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Sorry, mine was a little bit long.
That's okay. I know. I started to pray and I was like, this is not a prayer, this is a wish.
No,
but same thing.
You swear. I was like, dear, I closed my eyes and the first thing I say is, dear God.
Me too. I literally just said God, and I was like, okay, but it's the same thing. We know who it's going to.
God is the prayer answer. He's the wish man. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one. So we know he knows.
He knows it. And you know now, period.
Yeah, right. And I hope you guys made your wish.
Yes.
This is so exciting. So exciting. Because really, week by week, we can just, set new goals, check them off and set new goals. And I love that because, I think for me and you, we can come back each week and be like, I think for that, that moment really reminded me, oh yeah, you made a wish last week. What was it? Did you get it done?
No, literally. That's bad. I can't remember my wish from last week.
Really?
I should write it down.
It's okay. We'll remember this one and then, make your wish and go after it. I love it.
But yes, we thank you guys so much for tuning in for our second episode of the Make Your Wish podcast. We are, honestly, if you made it this far, we're so grateful for you. We do not take your view for granted, okay?
Yeah.
We're trying to build from scratch.
We don't really. Please share, subscribe. This is so exciting for us. We love it. We told you this episode 1, but this is just, conversation, vibes. Let's just get into it.
Yep, our new baby. So and it's your baby too. So let us know if you guys have any suggestions for actual content or etc. Let us know how your thoughts about today's podcast. Let us know what you do to be productive, what you do to actually cleanse your mind, etc. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Red, but he spank me when I get bad. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm a Barbie girl. Pink Barbie dream house. The way Ken be killing shit got me yelling out like the scream house. Yelling out, we ain't selling out. We got money, but we ain't lending out. We got bars, but we ain't belling out.